The impact of the 2012 Olympic Games extends well beyond London, and Sheffield has been a perfect example of a city that has grasped every opportunity with both hands. And this is what the president of the Burundi Football Federation came to find out. Here in Sheffield, civic leaders say that with 34 major national and international sporting events in the last 5 years, and 1 in 7 GB Olympians training in the city, Sheffield's businesses have been cashing in on the UK's road to the Olympic 2012 and Paralympic Games to the tune of 19 million. For example, the council leader, Madam Jules Doe, said, "The council has been leading work in the city to bringing major sporting events here, as well as attracting British sports to make sure that Sheffield their home, and several international teams into the city to train. These all bring tremendous associated opportunities for local businesses. That is why, or part of the mandate of Lady Lydia, the president of the Burundi Football Federation, FFB, came to find out that what lessons can Burundi learn from Sheffield, and how Burundian athletes and sports people can gain from facilities like Sheffield. Why Sheffield? It has hosted 34 national and international sporting competitions since 2007, bringing athletes, officials, spectators, and media from all over the world. In addition, the city is hosting a number of international Olympic teams who are to use the city as a training camp. The Brazilian judo, the USA diving, the Canada wheelchair basketball teams, and the Serbian Olympic Committee are setting up camp here, and other teams are coming from Russia, China, Slovakia, Slovenia, Kazakhstan, Nigeria, Egypt, France, Sweden, and India. Did you know that these kind of camps will generate approximately to the excess of 250,000 of economic benefits for the people and the businesses of Sheffield? The Olympics will also provide people with a summer to celebrate, and they can join in a number of events connected with the Games. For example, it is estimated that over 46,000 additional people have been brought into Sheffield as a direct result of Olympic and Paralympics activities in the city. Now let's imagine if Burundi was to host a major event, let me say in East Africa, maybe the East African Community Football or whatever major event it will be. Really, there must be some lessons to be learned from how Sheffield has managed to pull off such an event of magnitude for the benefit of Sheffield as a town or as a city. And it's here at Sheffield FC, this is where it all began. A world united, football crosses all continents and transcends all religions divides. In a very real sense, it brings the world together. So where did it all begin? This came for a new world. These were the words of our hosts at Sheffield FC. There are records of earlier forms of football being played in China that date back almost 2,000 years ago, and a form of the game was enjoyed in ancient Greece and Rome. However, it was in England that this sport called football was to take shape and become the game the world now recognizes as football. Furthermore, as you might know, in many parts of African communities, you will see children playing football in the barefoot, on rubble, strewn grass. Boots for Africa, founded by the Sheffield FC, the world's first football club, collect all football boots and deliver them to the children and adults of Africa. I could say that was one of the most important things that Lady Lydia came to find out how he can improve, how she can improve football, especially jerseys and boots for Burundi teams and schools. The Boots for Africa appeal aims to help develop the skills and fitness of disadvantaged children and provide more children with opportunity to enjoy the beautiful game.
Ils ont cherché à voir comment régénérer l'économie. 600 millions, c'est ici à Sheffield.
We have about 700 businesses.
Et il y a à peu près 7 grands business.
10,000 people working.
À peu près 10 000 personnes travaillent dedans.
And the sports tourism is very critical to our hotel sector. It's responsible for last year 150,000 visitors.
À cause du sport, le tourisme et du sport, les gens qui viennent visiter la ville pour le sport, qui viennent participer au sport, ça fait que il y a des hôtels et autres qui se développent. L'année passée, il y a eu 150 000 visiteurs pour une nuit ici à Sheffield.
Great Britain diving.
Le plongée.
Great Britain table tennis.
Table tennis, yeah.
English basketball.
English basketball.
And English rounders.
Runners.
Rounders. Oh yeah, it's a different game. Forget it. It's only a small one.
Like baseball.
All right.
Yeah.
Baseball for girls.
But we also are the base for the Sector Skills Council for Sport.
Aussi le conseil du sport. Aussi sont une fois ils vont faire leur demande.
And the events, the type of events were the World Short Track Speed Skating.
En 2011, l'année passée, ils ont amené le watch
Skating.
Ice skating sur la glace, la compétition mondiale.
World Cup Diving.
Compétition mondiale de plongée.
The World Snooker Championships.
Compétition mondiale de billard.
European Fencing Championships.
Hein?
Yeah.
Les Européens, ils ont fait ça ici.
The European Figure Skating Championships.
Les natation synchronisée, ça c'est mondial ici, pour l'Europe.
And British Universities Annual Championships.
Les universités de l'Angleterre, la compétition des universités en Angleterre, le championship des universités.
Where we had 6,000 students.
Il y a 6 000 étudiants ici.
All to go in hotels, all to go in accommodation, all to be facilitated in the facilities of the city.
Tout ce monde sont accommodés, ils vont dans les hôtels, ils mangent, ça fait que ça amène l'économie, ça amène l'argent à la ville.
It's very difficult as well to understand, to evaluate the value of this within our international reputation. But it's obviously Jessica Ennis is from Sheffield and she is the face of the Olympics.
Et c'est aussi de comprendre sur le plan international comment Sheffield est reconnu, comment il est représenté. Il y a comme Jessica Ennis qui est championne de Sheffield aussi.
We believe the World Snooker brings approximately £2.5 million.
Le jeu de billard seulement il ramène 4,5 millions de pounds.
We have 6,000 sports undergraduates.
Il y a à peu près 6 000 étudiants.
Largest in the UK.
C'est le plus grand ici en Angleterre.
We're UK Sports Designated Centre of Technology and Innovation.
Sheffield est le centre désigné pour l'innovation et la technologie dans le sport.
And we are a centre of excellence in sport engineering university.
Ça c'est dans les universités ici à Sheffield. Tout ça, c'est dans les universités ici.
And now, this year, we have been designated as one of the 3 cities for an Olympic legacy project, the National Centre for Sport and Exercise Medicine.
Cette année, ils ont été désignés parmi les 3 villes de l'Angleterre qui vont avoir la legacy, l'héritage des Jeux Olympiques.
Where the objective is to improve the health of the population, this is our objective, by exercise.
La santé de la population en faisant le sport.
And then reduce the ill health and the use of our national health.
Le genre d'être malade, mais aussi la pression sur le service médical, le NHS.
So this is very much our story over 20 years. It took us 20 years to do.
Ça a pris 20 ans pour faire tout ça, pour arriver à tout ça.
So it's not easy and it has to be continuous, but it is very, very important to the economy of this. Is that more or less what you wanted?
Decided to go that way because there's a lot of things could be done like environment and other why they go for sport.
I think 2 or 3 people
2 ou 3 personnes,
had this vision
ils ont eu la vision
and drove it.
et même ils ont fait ça.
And I said it was private money to build the first facilities.
Ça a commencé avec le secteur privé. C'était juste le secteur privé qui a commencé par construire.
But we've then built on that.
Et puis depuis cette année, ils sont remontés sur ça.
And I think it's very important that our driver, the thing that drives us is the economic benefits of the sector. Lots and lots of people like to think they have elite athletes, but we like to build facilities and then get the economic value out of them, so we want to use them all the time. We're trying to make sure that this is a continuous process.
Eux, quand ils vont dans le sport, c'est pas seulement pour faire plaisir aux gens ou pour s'amuser. Et ils regardent du côté financier, comment ça va continuer.
We saw the World Student Games as the start of a journey, rather than as an objective on their own.
Les Jeux internationaux des étudiants, et ils ont vu ça comme
Start of a journey.
le début d'un voyage. C'était pas l'objectif, mais c'était juste un début pour eux quand ils ont vu les Jeux olympiques, les Jeux internationaux des universités.
I think the world is littered with big stadiums that do not get used.
Je pense que le monde est rempli de grands terrains qui ne sont pas utilisés.
So this is very important. Very important. The point I made about understanding what you find the gaps that you can fill without too much competition. I am sure there are plenty of other places that are looking to achieve, sporting prowess. Lots and lots of places want to hold the Olympics. Lots and lots of places want to become the centre of excellence or the centre for the elite athletes. I actually think that the best value sometimes comes out of those other areas where you bring the athletes in, but you work with them and you use the sport as a support to other things like tourism, like the marketing of the country or the city. I don't think it's always that you want to be the person who actually is the best sporting facilities in the country or has got the best sports people, but actually the city who is the best at sport in its fullest sense.
La question c'était qu'est-ce qu'ils pensent apprendre de Sheffield de cette transformation que la ville a connue. Et en bref, il a expliqué que c'est bien d'avoir de grands événements, de bien d'avoir de grands bâtiments là où peuvent se faire le sport, mais aussi c'est question d'avoir le tout au grand complet, là où les athlètes peuvent venir. Non seulement ils vont avoir des endroits pour faire le sport, pour pratiquer le sport, qui sont de bonnes normes, mais aussi il faut assez de support du côté de physionniste, il faut voir aussi le business du côté de ça aussi. Il faut, pour être un élite dans le sport, il faut avoir le tout au grand complet. Pour une ville ou pour un pays, il faut avoir le tout au grand complet.
I'm a businessman, so I always look what is the best economic return? Where can I make an economic return? And that isn't always where the most competition is. Sometimes it's about being first to achieve something. And I don't know whether you could be first. I don't know the facilities on your continent, but whether you could be the first to achieve, be the best in a certain area. And I think that is the other thing. Try and be the best at something. Not very good at everything.
C'est pas si dans notre pays, mais c'est toujours mieux d'être meilleur dans un secteur que d'être average dans tous les secteurs et ne pas délivrer le bon service. Et il sait que lui il dit qu'il fait le business, lui il comprend le business, côté business, des choses. Et c'est là qu'il n'y a pas plus de compétition. Les autres, tout le monde font la compétition de devenir le grand avec le plus grand terrain ou bien le plus beau terrain, mais ils ne voient pas le retour que fait ce terrain. C'est pourquoi il a dit au début, le monde est plein d'espaces et de terrains, mais qui sont vides, parce qu'ils n'ont pas regardé de retour de ce terrain.